All right, hello and welcome everybody back to Edmond Santa Fe High School. We're just about ready to get the second game of the day underway in this 5A state quarterfinal. The Elgin Owls and the Collinsville Cardinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Winner to see Carl Albert in the semifinals tomorrow. Titans won the opener this morning over Sapulpa in a pitcher's duel 1-0. We're excited for hopefully another great game here on OSN. Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray with you on OSN. Just about ready to get this one going. We'll go ahead and dive into the starting lineups for these two teams. Elgin's going to be the home team today here in Edmond. The starting lineup first for the Owls is as following. Excuse me, actually, let's get the Carl Albert starting lineup. They're going to hit first. That makes more sense. Second baseman leading off for the Cardinals is Carson Duncan. Center fielder is Madison Onko. Shortstop Bentley Brown bats third. The catcher Colton Hollenbeck will bat cleanup. Jonathan Badgewell, the third baseman, bats fifth. Talon Rush, the first baseman, bats sixth. Preston Willis, the DH, will bat seventh. Cal Schloman, the left fielder, bats eighth. And Grady Smith, the right fielder, will bat ninth. On the mound for the Cardinals is J.T. Davis. We've heard very good things about it. Excited to see him pitch in person today. And the head coach of the Cardinals is Tony Reeder. Defensively for Elgin, this is how it'll look. Kason Meyer in left, Nate Gonzalez in center. Brody Morrison will be in right. Tress Laura, the multi-sport star, plays third base. Mason Thornton at shortstop. Ritzenmeyer at second. James Vanderpool at first. Jackson Sutherland on the mound. Grady Thomas behind the plate. So we're just about ready to get this thing going. I know, Jared, obviously it's hard to say for certain, but without having seen these teams, day to day all season long. But what's kind of your mindset, I guess, going in as far as what could be the difference? We've heard really good things about both these pitchers. Sutherland, a younger arm. Could maybe see a pitcher's duel similar to what we saw this morning. We'll find out in a minute. But
yeah, it certainly seems that way. We've mentioned it a few times today. Every team you would think is going to throw their best because these are all must-win games.
Right.
And a lot of times it's going to come down to a few small plays here and there and maybe a couple of small ball situations on offense and hopefully limit the defensive mistakes. We saw one earlier, which was the big blemish for Sapulpa, and that's why Carl Albert was able to win. So that's a lot of times it's a lot of the smaller plays and the finer details in elevated emotional games like this. So I'm certainly looking forward to it.
So one thing of Elgin's Jackson Sutherland, as his name is pronounced. He pitched an elimination game last weekend against Guthrie after Guthrie beat Elgin 10-0. The Elgin had to come back at home and get back to the championship round against the Blue Jays. We saw how good they were, the Blue Jays, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Sutherland no-hit the Blue Jays, allowing only 3 walks. So he's their hot pitcher, and he moves from kind of their number 2 starter to number 1 starter for this game.
Our title sponsor for this broadcast on the Oklahoma Sports Network is Vincent Saylor State Farm Insurance. Elgin fans are very familiar with Mr. Vincent Saylor, there to help you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and ultimately to help make life go right. Call him for a free quote today at 45699-2771. Home Life Auto, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We know Vincent's probably tuned in, as is many from Elgin, a very supportive fan base, great community out there, and the Owls are going to try and punch their ticket to the semifinals tomorrow and set up an all-OSN affair if we can get there with Elgin and Carl Albert tomorrow. So, into the box for the Cardinals is Carson Duncan. He's the second baseman. He'll lead things off for Collinsville today. The Owls 28-7. Levi Garrett, the head coach. Elgin in the black unis, Collinsville in the whites. And the first pitch from Sutherland is outside, and we are underway here at Edmond Santa Fe. Game 2 of our tripleheader on OSN. Off to a great start this morning, hoping for more of the same here as Sutherland is behind 2-0 on Duncan, the second baseman for the Cardinals. After this game, we'll be shifting our show down south to Noble, as Newcastle and Blanchard will be the final 4A quarterfinal of the day. That'll be tonight. We'll have that game on OSN as the leadoff man is on for the Cardinals, as that one just caught a piece of Carson Duncan.
Duncan's not very big either, so not a big strike zone for him. But he does crowd the play just enough. He barely got scraped on the arm there.
Now, it's going to be an interesting storyline here, obviously, because Sutherland, unlike pretty much every pitcher you typically see at this level, he's a young guy, just a freshman getting the ball in this state tournament game. Jared, talk about just that. Having a kid that young getting the ball in this huge of a game. How he kind of handles it's going to be a big storyline.
Yeah, absolutely. That's cool for him. See, another
yeah, right on cue,
hit.
another hit by pitch.
Yeah.
As Madison Onko gets plunked. And so the first two guys are on, and probably a smart move here. As Coach Garrett's going to come out and try to settle this guy down. Now, so you're not in this spot if you're Sutherland by accident.
No.
You had a great season, like Jordan kind of articulated. The hot pitcher coming in, getting the ball. You've earned being here.
Absolutely.
And so, I'm sure we talked about it in the first game a little bit, the adrenaline and the nerves have got to just be through the roof.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that's a big move by the coaching staff from Elgin to trust him with this opportunity, and that's certainly got to put some confidence in Sutherland's head. But looks like he just came out a little nervous, which is fine. This is a different type of atmosphere that he's not used to. But I'm certain that's what Coach was saying in the mound visit there. Like, hey, you're out here for a reason. We trust you. Fill up the strike zone and let our defense do their job behind you.
So the first two men are on for the shortstop, Bentley Brown for the Cardinals. Collinsville trying to get on the board early. It took us a long while to get some offense in our first game. Collinsville trying to have a totally different story here in game two. As he shows bunt, pitch goes up and in, and it's 1-0. We kind of talked about this a little bit last week in the regional too, Jared. Obviously, you like to be the home team and have that advantage, but this is the one spot where it feels like the road, like for this half inning, where the road team has the advantage, the chance to get a quick lead.
Yeah, any chance you can go out and get some early momentum is great, and it looks like Collinsville's doing just that.
Yeah, 1-0 pitch. He'll take that just missed. 2-0. That didn't miss by much.
It doesn't look like.
So it's 2-0. Pretty much after this half inning, you feel like it switches and the home team's got the big advantage.
Yes.
But for this half inning where they have a chance to get the lead, it's such a big advantage, I feel like, to get that quickly if you can do it. 2-0. Takes up high. Throw down to second. Trying to pick off the runner. And so it's 3-0. I mean, at this point, if you're Collinsville, you're making them throw you one, right? I mean,
for sure.
You're waiting for at least a strike before you do anything.
Yeah, you got to be patient. You would think that Sutherland will shed the nerves a little bit and get back in a rhythm, back in a routine of filling up the strike zone. It's like he's coming out a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious.
So 3-0 count here to Bentley Brown. He'll show bunt again, but he's definitely going to take. And it's in there for a strike.
There we go.
Brown took a couple steps toward first. He maybe thought it was low. But it is in there, so it's 3-1 now to Bentley Brown. The catcher, Colton Holland, back for the Cardinals, waits on deck. And now time called. We appreciate you being with us on a Thursday afternoon now at the 5A state tournament. Elgin and Collinsville on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 3-1 count. That one missed just high. And so it's a walk, and the bases are loaded for the Cardinals without a hit.
Not an ideal start here, but at this point you just want outs.
Home plate umpire here does not seem to be given a lot high.
It doesn't look like
that didn't look like he missed by much.
No.
So the bases are loaded for the big catcher, Colton Hollenbeck, with a chance to do some major damage. And just like our first game this morning, which it's a state tournament game, but it's during the workday, we had a great crowd, another huge crowd for this game.
Yes, it is.
That pitch is in there. Collinsville obviously up in Tulsa, just outside of my hometown of Wasso. So it's a bit of a journey down here to Edmond, but they're here.
These Cardinals are not very tall, by the way. I wonder if that, again, can mess with your strike zone some, Jared.
It's certainly a different look. It looks like the first four batters haven't been too tall, so it makes the strike zone a touch smaller.
And that goes right in line with what we were kind of saying about these pitches. It looks like they're just missing a tad high.
Yeah, seems like.
0-2. This ball's blooped into left field, coming on and going to get down. Thought he might have a play on it, but it gets down for a hit. It's an RBI single for Hollenbeck as Casey Mai, the left fielder, couldn't quite get there. And the Cardinals are on the board first. What a start here for Collinsville.
Yeah, it is.
Can't ask for much more.
Well, with opportunity for plenty more damage here.
So the bases are still loaded now for Jonathan Badgewell, the third baseman, as Hollenbeck blooped that in. Off the bat, I thought that Meyer, the left fielder for Elgin, was going to be able to come in and make a play on that. But it just gets down in front of him.
Looked like the wind kind of held it up there a little bit.
Wind blowing kind of straight in, which is how it was this morning as well. That one misses high, 1-0.
First base for Collinsville, number 1, Diego Rivera.
They just announced the courtesy runner for Hollenbeck is number 1, Diego Rivera. Senior coming in there as a courtesy runner for the catcher. 2-0. Boy, this is just a nightmare start, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is – and Coach Garrett's going to talk to him again. This is exactly what you want to avoid at all costs is putting yourself in an early hole. And there's a whole game. Elgin hasn't even taken their swings yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
So right now the goal is obvious. I'm stating the obvious, but just limit the damage.
Yeah.
You're not going to probably get out of this by giving up another run or two.
Oh, he's going to make a change.
So Coach Garrett looks like maybe the quick change here. We'll see who he ends up putting on the mound. And he is. Yeah, he's making a change here. So we're going to have a new pitcher in the top of the first without an out. So tough go for the youngster.
Yeah.
See if we can scope out that number. If you hear it, shout it out. Jordan, you able to catch that number?
11.
11, okay.
Yeah.
So the
It's
new
like the
pitcher
second baseman.
is Ritzenmeyer. Yep, second base will move over. And so I guess Sutherland will now just be a designated fielder. Is that probably how that works?
Yeah, it looks like they made a straight trade for the second baseman.
Sutherland wasn't in the lineup. He has a DH for him. So Meyer will now head to the mound and try to limit the damage. In this spot, do you believe that Coach Garrett probably told Meyer before the game that, hey, any trouble early, I'm going to you. Kind of be ready.
Seems like,
mentally.
Yeah, it just looked like Sutherland was a touch nervous and anxious, which, I mean, you hate it for him, but you can't really blame him. It's a big atmosphere that he's never been a part of. So he's still got to be ready to play defense behind him, and hopefully they can dig their way out of this hole.
And obviously still in the field, so I mean conceivably could get back on the mound at some point if you wanted to in this game. But for now, it looks like it'll be Ritzenmeyer doing the honors. The second baseman, he's also batting third for Elgin offensively, and so he's coming into as big of a spot as possible. The base is loaded.
And Ritzenmeyer also a really good running back in football.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to hit, as the Elgin will now be a favorite in 4A next fall. So they're going back to 4A.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, it's a program that's been doing just fine at 5A the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Chalmer Wyatt, who's taken home some OSN Coach of the Year hardware and our banquet 2 years ago. Very good football program. So with a 2-0 count, Jonathan Badgewell will get back in the box here for Collinsville with the Cardinals up by a run and trying to do some more damage. There we go. Ritzenmeyer, we'll see how he's able to handle it. Stepping into as tough a spot as you can really come into as a pitcher. 2-0, misses in. That one didn't look like miss a lot either. This is a tight zone.
Yeah, it seems like. And we're going from freshman to sophomore here with the pitching change.
That one misses. So he walks in a run. And it's 2-0 Cardinals. Hit by pitch, walk, single, walk. And it's 2-0 Collinsville with still nobody out, obviously, for Talon Rush, the first baseman. All-time name. One of the better names you'll see this weekend. And he's got a chance to do some further damage. First pitch misses low and away.
Yeah, the approach seems kind of simple for Collinsville right now. Just take the box and wait till they throw you a strike. They can't seem to find the strike zone right now.
I haven't had a 2-strike count yet. That one's in there 1-1. As Meyer trying to navigate some danger here. 1-1 pitch, outside edge, in there for a strike, just caught the corner.
Good pitch.
That was very nice. So now 1-2, a chance here. And again, kind of what I was saying earlier. Yeah, you're behind a couple of runs, but just focus on getting out. It's the first inning.
Absolutely.
You got a whole game to make it up.
Absolutely.
Just don't get down by 6-7. Inside edge, got him looking. Nice pitch by Meyer. Take a look at that one on the instant replay as he dropped that in right on the inside edge. That was nice.
Yeah, that was a good pitch.
Rush looked immediately at probably the head coach, I believe is the third base coach for Collinsville. I don't know if he had some mixed signal to take a pitch or something like that.
So a huge strikeout for Meyer to put down Rush, and it brings up the DH, Preston Willis, who takes up high. 1-0. So the opportunity now is certainly there with maybe a ground ball. Maybe you turn 2 and get out of this.
Absolutely.
And if you only give up 2, that'd be obviously a huge win. But
Yeah, it would.
take it one batter at a time right now as this ball is fouled off the right side.
Now, this hitter is not small.
No,
it's a big kid.
This is a big one. Preston Willis, the DH. I don't know. Do we have heights? Yeah, we do. He is listed at 6'4".
Whoa. It's a big guy. His strike zone will be a little bit bigger than a couple of the other kids.
Just a junior, too. He'll be back next year. As the check swing couldn't hold up, 1-2. So after those first couple that missed, feels like Myers maybe settling in a little bit.
Yeah.
And the count goes to 1-2. Myers set and ready. Just off the outside edge. That was close.
He's not giving much
No, he's not.
off the plate here. It seems like a pretty tight zone.
Which is not to say, the calls are wrong necessarily.
No.
Just not giving a lot off the
Yeah.
plate. 2-2. That ball's ripped to shortstop. Oh, what a pick on the backhand. Throw to second. There's one. Not going to get the double play. But a great play by the Elgin shortstop, Mason Thornton. The backhand short hop pick.
Yeah, that was a weird play.
I mean, obviously it saves a run that he knocks it down.
Yeah.
And who knows how many, future runs, depending on how this inning would have gone.
Yeah. Like the runner on second thought he caught it and took a jump back to second base. So it's kind of a weird play all around. Nonetheless, 2 outs.
There's no way you could really think of it. It's so hard to. But the runner at third didn't really move.
Yeah.
He might have had a chance to throw him at the plate. Keep in
For
mind,
sure.
it's a force play,
For
right?
sure.
So that it would have been close, but to take the short out at second is not. You're not going to complain about that. You're
No.
just trying to get out of this.
Yeah, especially in this situation.
Yeah. So the fielder's choice from Willis puts runners on the corners, 2 outs for Cal Schloman, the left fielder. The Cardinals up by 3. Pitch on the outside edge, 0-1.
Looks like Myers settling in a little
Yeah.
bit. Throwing a few more strikes.
Myers sets and fires, 0-1. Breaking ball spun in there. That was nice.
That was a good pitch.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this. Even though I'd say a 3-0 hole is not at all what the doctor ordered, with the way that this thing was going, 3 runs feels like not that bad, considering what it looked like.
Way. Yeah, we had bases loaded with no outs.
And that's when it was 2-0.
Yeah, with two runs already in.
Yeah. So a big spot here against the 8-hole hitter Cal Schloman. Jackson Sutherland started the game, came out. Ritson Meyer, the current pitcher, trying to navigate out of this jam. Ball's fouled straight back. That almost cleared the backstop fence here.
Yeah, at this point, regardless of the score, you kind of want to squeeze your way out of this inning. Everybody kind of take a deep breath and hopefully get some sticks going.
0-2. And that ball's fouled off the right side, so Schloman battling here. Have a woman right behind home plate. I think she's shaking a jug full of, I don't know what's in there. Pennies? I don't know what's making that noise. I like it, though. 0-2. Outside edge, got him looking. So a big-time pitch there by Meyer to sit down Schloman looking. Not the ideal first inning by any means for Elgin, but they limit the damage. The Cardinals get 3 runs on the board. And at the end of a half inning, it is 3-0 Cardinals. Elgin coming to bat, and we'll give you their starting lineup here. For the Owls, this is what it's going to look like. Mason Thornton, the shortstop, is going to lead it off. Brody Morrison, the right fielder, bats second. Ritzenmeyer, who's now your pitcher, who was second baseman to start the game, he's batting third. James Vanderpool at first base bats cleanup. Lucas Young, the DH, bats fifth. Grady Thomas, the catcher, bats sixth. Tres Laura, the third baseman, bats seventh. Nate Gonzalez, center fielder, bats eighth. And Kaysen Maya, the left fielder, bats ninth. And, of course, like we said, the Owls are coached by Levi Garrett, 28-7 coming into play today. The defense for the Cardinals will look like this. Cal Schlomans in left field, Max and Unko in center field, Grady Smith in right. Around the infield, Jonathan Badgewell at third, Bentley Brown at short, Carson Duncan at second, Talon Rush at first, Colton Hollenbeck behind the plate, J.T. Davis on the mound. And just from these warm-up tosses, you can tell J.T. Davis he's got a little bit of zip.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a little bit behind it.
So we'll see what he looks like. Jordan, if you can hear me, I'm pretty sure we were told coming in that J.T. Davis he's put together quite the season.
Yes, he has, and there's a reason he's their first pitcher, let's just say. And he actually pitched for Owasso 2 years ago when they won state. So he's been in part of another big-time program. He moved over to Collinsville, has an ERA almost exactly at 1.
Wow.
And he touches 89 and 93 is what that's his range for his fastball is what his coach told me.
Not bad. And so we'll see how he can navigate this Elgin lineup as the Owls try to get some offense back. We talked about this before, Jared, you and I, but just whenever you get down an early hole, it just feels like they don't have to get it all back. They got 7 innings, but just to get one back to kind of start to flip things for them would be big, obviously.
Absolutely. If anything, get a few guys on and give yourself at least a chance to settle the nerves and get a little bit of that momentum back.
So Mason Thornton, the shortstop, wearing number 2, steps into the box. How do you feel with this all-black Elgin look, by the way? You a fan?
I don't.
It looks hot.
Yeah, it does.
I'll say that.
I think it's a cool look. I like both sides are going. We got Collinsville in all white with pants up, and we got Elgin with all black with pants up.
Yeah.
So it's a different look, but
I appreciate the Script O's logo.
absolutely kind of old school.
It's a good logo. First pitch misses low and away to Thornton. 1-0. J.T. Davis, a senior for the Cardinals. Thornton fouls straight back. Thornton, another young guy, just a sophomore. You're noticing a trend for this Elgin team. Very young team.
I'm looking on the roster, and I see but 1, 2 seniors.
Yeah. James Vanderpool, senior, and then Nate Gonzalez. Well, those guys are starters, but that's it. So this Elgin team that's put together a great season, they'll probably be around.
Certainly seems that way.
And obviously they were in the state tournament a year ago and took a lead. 2-1 pitch missed outside. Took a lead over Sapulpa into the 7th last year in the quarterfinals. They almost set up a Carl Albert semifinal matchup last year.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite hang on to it. And then obviously Carl Albert beat Sapulpa in the semis and then won the title. Kind of the flip around of that today with Carl Albert beating Sapulpa this morning in the quarters. And now Elgin another opportunity to try and get to the semis.
Yeah.
Which the flip around was that Collinsville was who Carl Albert played in the first round last year. So these 4 teams were on the same side of the bracket last year and they're on the same side this year. 3-1. And in there for a strike, 3-2. Jordan said his range, 89-93. I think he's at the high end of that right
Certainly
now.
seems that way.
He's letting it fly.
Especially with the adrenaline.
Yes. Full count. Rocket down the third base side, foul. That ball was hit hard.
Yeah, probably looking at extra bases there if that stays fair.
We talked about it in the first game, but if you weren't with us, pretty good amount of foul ground here at Edmond Santa Fe. A lot of space behind the backstop. So balls that get down into the kind of the corners that curve fair, you can get some extra bags off them. Another foul ball. So a good battle here by Thornton. As Elgin trying to get some of those runs back after Collinsville played at 3 in the top half of the first. To snag an early lead in this 5A state quarterfinal. Another 3-2. Inside edge, got him looking. Nice pitch.
That was a good pitch.
right on the inside edge.
Yeah, that's
a look at it on the instant replay.
Fielder number 6, Brody Morrison.
Pretty good at bat there, though.
Yeah, he battled that one.
He made him work for it.
So one gone after Thornton is down looking for Brody Morrison, the right fielder. He takes low for a ball. One-zero coming. That one's painting the outside edge, 1-1. Good mitt pop.
Yeah. Not much you can do with that there. That's pretty much a perfect pitch.
That one fouled straight back, 1-2. You can really see that Davis really gets a good, full extension on his. He really gets the whole arm in it.
He's not the biggest guy, but it looks like he uses his body really, really well.
I got him listed at 5'10".
Yeah, and it's definitely got some pop behind it. You can hear the mitt.
Nasty slider going outside. Got him swinging. Our vantage point here, really, those kind of right-hander sliders going away. We can really get a good view of the break of it. That thing was moving.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's a good pitch.
So 2 up, 2 down for Davis. And it brings up Ritzenmeyer, who is on the mound after starting this game at second base. That one bounced in, 1-0. Meyer will call time. Oh, okay. For a second, I didn't think they gave it to him. The umpire got in position like he was going to call a strike on that.
I don't think he gave it to him.
Oh, so he just said it
missed.
missed.
He just called the ball there.
Okay,
yeah.
2-0. Now 2-1. That was an odd-looking play all around because it looked like it was right down the middle.
Yeah, it seemed like.
So 2-1 now, the count. Davis working quick. Ground ball to the third base side. Filled it cleanly. Fire across the diamond and got him. Good play there by Badgel, the third baseman. And it's a 1-2-3 first inning for J.T. Davis. After one in the 5A state quarterfinals, Collinsville leading Elgin 3-0. Be back for the second after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back at Edmond Santa Fe, Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray, and the Oklahoma Sports Network bringing you 5A state quarterfinal action. We go to the top of the second. Early 3-0 lead for Collinsville on top of Elgin. Second game of our triple header on OSN today. Carl Albert beating Sapulpa to open the morning, 1-0 in a pitcher's duel. The winner of that one will see the winner of this one. Carl Albert, I should say, will see the winner of this one, and then we'll have one more later tonight, the nightcap, Newcastle Blanchard. That's a 6:30 first pitch down in Noble. We're going to have that game as well later today. So a full day of baseball. As getting ahead 1-0 here for the Cardinals is the 9-0 hitter Grady Smith, the right fielder. Ground ball foul to the left side. Tuned in late, Jackson Sutherland, the starting pitcher for Elgin. Just a freshman, came in, had a hard time finding the zone, so they went to Ritzenmeyer, did a good job settling things down. And now he's back out for the second. We'll see if he can continue that momentum he had at the end of the last inning.
Yeah, I thought he's come in and done a really good job. I mean, it's hard to know what Sutherland was feeling up there. I'm sure he's really nervous and anxious, and he wants to do well, and he wants to perform out there. But it's a tough situation to be in for a freshman.
1-2, got him swinging. Nice pitch there by Meyer. Catcher will clean it up, and a strikeout to open up the second. So after Meyer came in and walked in a run in his first batter, he's really settled in pretty nicely.
Yeah, he's looked good. He's done exactly what they wanted him to do. Limit a little bit of damage in the first inning, and he looks good so far. Fill up strike zone, make him earn it.
That walk technically goes to Sutherland because he came in the middle of the at-bat. So the four guys that Meyer has faced since, strikeout looking, the fielder's choice, strikeout looking, and then that strikeout. So Meyer's doing some good things right now. There's a swing and a miss here for Carson Duncan, back at the top of the order for the Cardinals. 0-1. Duncan was hit by pitch his first time. A little changeup on the delivery there. He dropped the fastball in. 0-2. Meyer ready to go. That one just off, 1-2. To Carson Duncan, the second baseman for the Cardinals. One-two pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. He'll fire across. Got him. Nice play there by Mason Thornton, the Elgin shortstop. And there's two away.
Like he bobbled it at a touch, maybe, but moved his feet really, really well and threw a strike to first base.
Mason Thornton, I think he was playing in the outfield when Elgin and Midwest City played earlier this year, and Coach decided he needed to move some players around for a better defensive lineup, and that means Thornton gets the tough spot at shortstop, but he's handled it well.
So here's Madison Onko, who was also hit by pitch his first time, and he showed bunt there, then took it for a strike. Makes it 0-1. As Meyer getting into a bit of a groove here. That one misses low, 1-1. Breaking ball is popped up. See who wants it. Looks like it'll be played at first base by Vanderpool. One of the just two seniors on this Elgin team makes the play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ritz and Meyer. That's what the doctor ordered for Elgin there. After an inning and a half, Collinsville leads Elgin 3-0. You're watching the 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Back here at Edmond Santa Fe, Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the second. Collinsville leading Elgin 3-0. Thank our title sponsor again, the great Vincent Saylor. State Farm. As the Cardinals lead the Owls 3-0 going to the bottom of the second inning. It's a good start for J.T. Davis as he went strikeout, ground out to third in his first inning. We'll see what the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Owls can do in the bottom of the second. James Vanderpool, the first baseman, will lead it off, and it takes a strike. Mentioned this is a young Elgin team, but this is one of the old guys, if you want to say it that way, the senior Vanderpool. Nate Gonzalez, a center fielder, also a senior, as Vanderpool fouls us off the right side. But then that's it for Elgin. Young team outside of that.
It's kind of a win-win situation. You always come in and you want to win and you want to make noise. Good pitch.
Yeah, nice pitch low and away. Gets him swinging. And one gone. Nice pitch there by Davis. So he struck out 3 of the first 4 guys he's seen. And that'll bring up the DH, Lucas Young.
You always want to come in and win games, but it's nice to get a lot of these young kids in this atmosphere. That way, hopefully they're planning on making some noise for the next couple of years. And
well, it's impressive, too, because like we said, this was a team that was in the state tournament last year.
Yeah.
And it was have to replace a lot, go with a very young team this season and still get back here.
Yeah.
Kind of says about the job that Coach Levi Garrett's doing. And
absolutely.
where this program is right now. 1-1 to Lucas Young, the DH. Just off, 2-1. That ball's popped up. Will get out of play. Foul. Back behind us.
Lucas Young batting. He was their big man in basketball, so you maybe remember him, Jared, a little bit. And he's only recently been inserted into the middle of the order for them. He's been coming on late.
Nice. I do remember him.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Boy, J.T. Davis has got it working right now. He struck out 4 of the first 5 batters he's seen, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, he looks sharp right now. He looks in a good rhythm. Like our 2 pitchers in the first game, he's got a really, really good pace too. He's getting the ball back and towing that rubber and coming right back at him.
So 2 away for the catcher, Grady Thomas, who takes one up and in. Count goes 1-0. Feels like the Elgin faithful here, which there's a lot. They're just kind of waiting to really get going on something, but Davis hasn't allowed that yet. Oh, there you go. A hit by pitch. We'll take base runners any way you can get them right now early in this game.
Definitely.
So he gets plunked in the arm, and that'll put a man on base for Tress Laura, who is just everywhere for Elgin sports. Jordan, you were kind of talking about this before, but this is a guy who he kind of does a little bit of everything out there in Elgin. Starting quarterback, good basketball player.
Yeah, the sharpshooter in basketball. I'm interested to see if they courtesy run for their catcher, Grady Thomas, because since he got hit. They normally don't. Looks like they will not here.
Yeah, semi-rare. Seems like it's almost just a given most of the games that we do that teams use a courtesy runner for the catcher and the pitcher, but you're right. Looks like Thomas is going to run for himself. As Tress Laura comes up with a man on first and 2 outs, and he'll take one in there for a strike 0-1. Breaking pitch down and in. Gets away, and Young's going to move up and take second base. Some good heads-up base running there by Young. He moves up and gets himself into scoring position.
Yeah. You can hear it from the Elgin side. Against a guy like this and how the game started, you're kind of just looking for anything that you can latch onto and try and steal a little bit of momentum back.
Yeah, poke one through, get a run back would be big.
Yeah.
1-1. That one misses low, 2-1. So Laura, just a junior, of which there's only a couple of those, so he'll be back on the team next year as well for all those sports that I mentioned. 2-1. That one misses as well. So good at bat here from Laura, and he's got himself into a hitter's count. And looks like there's going to be a little conversation at the mound here with Hollenbeck, the Collinsville catcher, talking to his guy, J.T. Davis. Didn't look like J.T. Davis was totally welcoming.
No,
welcoming of it. It looked like it was kind of like,
Yeah.
But a good move, I think, for the catcher. Not,
Just settle him down a little bit. But
is that something, some pitchers in certain spots where you kind of like, just, no,
yeah,
I don't want that right
I mean,
now.
you know he's a little frustrated with throwing a few balls, and you kind of want to just get the ball back and try and rip it back over the plate. But sometimes the catcher knows better and just needs to give you a little refresh.
We'll see what Laura's thinking here.
3-1 pitch coming. That one misses low and away. So Laura works a walk. And just like that, the tying run is at the plate here in one of those two seniors, the center fielder Nate Gonzalez. So a little two-out rally. Sometimes that's how it starts, hit by pitch and a walk.
Yep.
And I've got a chance to, with a ball in the gap, maybe get 2 runs. Big early spot.
Yes, it is. We were mentioning earlier that, throughout these first few games, we haven't seen a lot of, big-time bats. It's a lot of small ball getting the job done, which very well could be the case here.
That one misses outside. That's kind of what Davis is doing right now. He's kind of pulling everything. As he's now behind 1-0, and this is probably a smart move here as he's going to have a conversation on the mound. Come out and talk to the pitcher, Davis, as he was sailing right along until that hit by pitch, and it's been a little wobbly since then.
It looks like a bit of a mechanics thing. It looks like he's, kind of pulling off to his left side a little bit, and everything's kind of pulling over to his glove side.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can, that's probably what the coach is saying here, just, stay within your mechanics and stay on line to the catcher, but Elgin's looking for anything that they can do to grab a little bit of momentum back.
So, Jared, what do you think Coach Garrett, who's the third base coach, is telling Nate Gonzalez then?
Certainly be patient. Definitely be patient. If it's there, you want to try and take advantage of it and put a good swing on it, but telling him to make sure it's something he can drive, and because he's struggling a little bit to find the zone. So be patient, but if it's there, try and put a good swing on it.
So 1-0 the count here with 2 gone to Gonzalez. That one's in there for a strike, makes it 1-1. Good pitch there after the consultation. One. That's fouled off the right side, so Davis is now a strike away from working out of some trouble here and holding the lead at 3.
Yeah, he was struggling getting the fastball over the plate, and after the coaches meeting, he's gone to 2 breaking balls in a row, so just a little bit of a different feel.
One, 2. Got him swinging, tied him up. The fastball in on the hands, and he just couldn't quite get around on it. So a big strikeout there for Davis, and he navigates some trouble. After 2, Collinsville leading Elgin 3-0. You're watching the 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success, and finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back here at Edmond Santa Fe, Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We go to the top of the third. Collinsville leading Elgin 3-0 in this 5A state quarterfinal game. 3-4-5 due up for the Cardinals. Bentley Brown, Colton Hollenbeck, Jonathan Badgewell as they try to add to their early lead.
Number 7, Bentley Brown.
So far for these two teams, two pitchers, Lupin, Jackson, Sutherland, it's kind of been put the ball in the zone, you're going to be in good shape. Only one hit so far in the first 2 innings.
Yeah, the free bases early just killed them.
Yeah. So first pitch is rocket fouled on the right side by Bentley Brown. Brown walked his first time to load the bases for Hollenbeck, who would then drive in a run on a base hit. Pitch outside by Meyer. You saw him go to that kind of a little bit slowed down delivery, kind of change up the
He's mixed it up
the
a few
timing.
different times.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch coming. That ball spun in there. That was nice. 1-2.
Great pitch.
That one misses low and away. Evens it up at 2-2 on the shortstop, Bentley Brown. Another really good name.
Yeah, it is.
2-2 on the way. Got him swinging. Swung right underneath it. Oh, they're going to say catcher's interference. Wow.
Yeah,
you don't see that often on a ball that he caught.
No.
Like, he caught that ball, but the backswing,
You can see it by his reaction, too.
yeah, it hit him. And so now they're going to have to take a look here, obviously, at the catcher,
Yeah, he's
Grady
hurt.
Thomas. That got him pretty good.
It caught a good part of his finger.
What's amazing is that he still caught the pitch.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Yeah, oh, yeah.
And so they're going to look at Thomas here. As soon as it happened, he turned around and spiked his glove to the ground.
Yeah.
As that just can't feel good. Obviously, not sure where it got him. Somewhere on the glove hand, obviously, but
Yeah, well, those gloves that they wear or we wear, they got all types of padding on the palm for catching it. They don't have a lot of protection on the backside of it.
Yeah.
I will tell you that from experience.
so they're going to have Thomas here be looked at. So hopefully he's able to stay in the game, obviously, here, as not a play you see super often.
No, weird play.
As the swing just got him. So that puts Brown on base on a catcher's interference. And they'll put a guy on for Colton Hollenbeck, who singled previously. We'll see if Thomas goes out, where they would turn to replace him. It's a frustrating deal. I mean, especially in a state tournament game.
For sure.
You know, last thing you want.
For sure.
So they're attending to Thomas. We'll go ahead and step aside here while they attend to him. Got a guy on first base here in the top of the third. Nobody out. Collinsville leading Elgin 3-0 in the 5A state tournament.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
start a car mechanic shop?
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
All right, back here at Edmonds Santa Fe. So they've been checking on Grady Thomas here, and he's certainly trying to stay in this game, which is major credit to him. Just toughing it out. I mean, that's the biggest game of a lot of these guys' life, state tournament.
For sure. And if his back caught him, clean on one of those, bare knuckles over there, that certainly does not feel good. So major respect for him if he, sticks this out.
Yeah, he's doing everything he can. He caught a few warm-up pitches from Meyer here. And it's like they may just be giving him another moment to. He certainly looks like he's gonna stay in the game. He's gonna at least try to.
Seems like he's trying to. That's for sure.
And now, actually, it looks like they're gonna go ahead and take him off. Okay, well, there you go. So he certainly. It wasn't for lack of effort because he was trying, and he did a few warm-up pitches, and it looks like he had a hard time. Eventually, actually settling on deciding to come out of the game, but. He is now going to go ahead and come out. So we'll have to
You
find
can see a mark
catcher.
where he got hit.
Oof. Where can you tell? Is just like on the finger, more on the base of the hand?
It looked like it was the wrist.
Oh, okay. So he's going to take the gear off, and they'll get somebody else in to replace him here. So
maybe
not ideal.
Maybe put him in a different position, maybe. To keep in the lineup, because that glove hand being the catcher, you're in the way of that potentially happening any time. But
so the new catcher here for Elgin.
That might be Kaysenmeyer, number 16.
I think that's right.
That's Ritson's younger brother, the only freshman. He's already in the lineup at left field, so there's now a left field spot open.
There you go. So Kaysenmeyer will slide. I'm not sure if you're able to tell who that is in left field now, but if you're able to, feel free to jump in. But so it looks like Kaysenmeyer is going to catch for his brother here, which if you're going to throw somebody in the middle of a game, probably a guy he's pitched to in the backyard and stuff. A lot is probably not the worst option.
Certainly a tough situation for Thomas there, but this is kind of a cool situation for these two get to pitch to your brother in the state tournament.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. I'm sure they've done this plenty of times in the driveway or the backyard.
Well, because I was thinking that I was going to probably ask you about, you're working with one catcher and all of a sudden just boom, you're working with a different catcher. But the fact that there's got to be some good familiarity there, you would assume.
Absolutely. So. How cool for them and their parents to watch this for sure.
All right, guys. So Hillary, Cade Hillary, a sophomore, he's kind of with Meyer in left field a lot anyway, so he'll be the left fielder now. Meyer the better off. Hillary, the better defensive player.
So there you go. Like Jordan said, it's going to be Cade Hillary, sophomore, out there now in the field. So some moving pieces. I'll be sure to try and make sure we keep up with it offensively as the bats come. I don't know what the lineup's going to look like, but we'll figure that out when they get back up there. Meanwhile, we have another slow to get up here. This is for the Cardinals. Diving back in after that pickoff attempt was Brown. Looks like he's okay, but he was a little slow getting up after that. At the plate is Colton Hollenbeck. He has the lone hit in this game so far through the first couple of innings. That RBI knock to put the Cardinals on the board. And he swings and misses, 1-1.
Kaysen dropped that pitch. It's not a big deal, but it'll be interesting to see how how he adjusts to being the catcher, because he's not the everyday catcher, obviously.
1-1. Meyer sets and fires. Just missed up, and that's something we've said a lot.
Yeah.
That high part of the zone is just not really getting called.
No.
Which is consistent.
Yeah.
Right? That's the main thing they probably
both sides.
most players seem to say is it can be a little off one way or another, but as long as it's consistent throughout the game, it's all right. And that we say that's been consistent so far. 2-1. That one misses inside. Tough spot certainly for Meyer as well on the mound. I mean, you're kind of humming along. You get a strikeout that he reaches on because the catcher's interference, and you have to sit around for 5 minutes, and now you're trying to get back into it. And he misses that one low, so that's going to be a walk. And it'll be first and second. Runner was going, but with the walk, doesn't matter. So Hollenbeck's been on both times. Looks like maybe Ritzenmeyer, who was really cruising there for a little while, maybe a little bit out of rhythm now after that big stoppage. Hollenbeck will get the courtesy runner again with Rivera, same as before. As there's two guys on for Jonathan Badgewell. Badgewell walked his first time. Cardinals ahead by 3 and trying to add to it. Meyer will step off. Saw Vanderpool crashing in, maybe looking for the bunt. At first base there for Elgin.
Number 9, Jonathan Badgewell.
He'll do so again, coming in real close at first base. And they will try the bunt. That's a fair ball. They tag the runner, so it wasn't what he was probably trying to do, but he got the job done.
Yeah, nonetheless gets the job done. The ultimate goal was to move the runners over, and wasn't the most conventional bunt you've ever seen. Pretty good play by the catcher there.
Yeah.
Great play by Meyer. Grab it and tag him out, but nonetheless moved him over and chance to score a couple more here with a base hit.
So now you got second and third, one out for Talon Rush. Rush struck out looking his first time. He could put 2 more on the board for the Cardinals here with a base hit. Pitch misses low, 1-0.
Put him on our all-name team for the state tournament.
Pretty good. First and last.
Yeah.
1-0. Ball spun in and fought down the right side. That might be playable, and it will get foul. Wasn't foul by a ton, but far enough out there that Smith couldn't quite run it down. Excuse me, not Smith. Morrison in right for Elgin. So the count goes to 1-1 here. 2 men on in the top of the third. 5A state tournament. Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Wright. We appreciate you being with us on a Thursday afternoon here in Edmond. Middle game of our triple header. Winner here to see Carl Albert tomorrow. That's an 11 a.m. first pitch on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Right back here in Edmond. That pitch misses high. Kind of hard to tell from our angles. Just an illusion if that actually went over the head.
Looked like it was
of
close.
Rush or not, but it was close.
Good job to keep the ball in front there.
Yeah, that was a good job by the younger Meyer to block that. Makes it 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. So a strike away from maybe getting this out and having the door at least be open to maybe wiggle out of this free. The way J.T. Davis is throwing for Collinsville, you really don't want to get in too much of a hole.
No.
2-2 misses. The count runs full. Ritzenmeyer sets and fires. Rocket foul down the right side. It seems like Rush has seen the ball pretty well in this at bat.
Yeah, that's a good at bat. This will be a big out here. The infield's in.
Yeah.
So
this is a big spot.
Yeah,
he blasted through with probably 2 runs.
Yeah, limits the range of the infielders a little bit.
3-2. popped up. We'll see if he can make a play on it behind the plate. No, it lands right in front of our booth here. That was scary close to just knocking out our camera, I'm going to be honest. That would have been all time if the people watching at home just had the camera shot just get wiped out. It's like, what happened there?
Yeah.
That was a little closer comfort.
Don't scare our boss, Eric, like that.
That was a little closer comfort. I didn't realize it off the bat, but it landed just right here in front of us. 3-2. Breaking ball, got him swinging. That was nasty on the inside edge.
Great pitch.
So he busts out one of his better pitches of the day when he really needed it. Gets a big strikeout of Rush. And now you're an out away from getting out of this without giving up any runs and keeping that lead, or deficit in Elgin's case, at just 3. Here's Preston Willis. He reached on a fielder's choice last time. Hit it hard as this ball is fouled off the right side, 0-1. Willis hit it hard the first time, but it was right to short, and a good backhand snag by Mason Thornton, who then went the short way to second. Did score a run for Willis earlier.
Yeah. You would think getting out of this jam would give him
maybe
a little touch of momentum going into the bottom half.
0-1, big swing and a miss, 0-2. This was the hardest hat came off. And now Ritzenmeyer a strike away from wiggling out of this. Like you said, potential pretty good lift here for Elgin if you get out of this without giving up any further damage. 0-2 pitch. Ripped hard to second base, and another nice backhand. He knocks it down, throws across, got him. Well, some tough luck for Willis as he hits the ball hard twice. But in that case, that's Sutherland out there at second base. He replaced Ritzenmeyer. So Sutherland makes a big play in the field to knock that down and save at least a run and maybe more, depending on how the inning would have went. So a big job by Ritzenmeyer navigating trouble at the end of 2.5. The lead still Collinsville 3, Elgin 0. 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back at Edmond Santa Fe, Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We move to the bottom of the third. Collinsville leading Elgin 3-0 in this 5A state quarterfinal game. Winner to see the Carl Albert Titans tomorrow at 11 a.m. That game will be on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The other two 5A quarterfinals today, which will also be on this field, Tahlequah and Noble. They'll play coming up here after this game at about 4 o'clock. And then the nightcap tonight will be Coweta and Duncan. The Demons put together a really nice season. And as Jordan Ray pointed out earlier, Coweta, the lone team that's here that came as a non-host, came from the hard way through the district, finishing outside the top 2 in district. But got through their regional, and they're here. They'll play Duncan tonight. And that'll be the nightcap here at Edmond Santa Fe. Meanwhile, we'll be in Noble. Jordan and I, Tom Carpenter, will loop in for that broadcast to bring you Newcastle and Blanchard tonight at 6:30. Should Newcastle win that game, we'll have their game tomorrow as well. That'll be a 1:30 start. So it'll be, Jordan and I will have to split up for those two. But we'll have both the games for you if that's the way it goes later. But as for this one, we get back to it with Elgin back on offense with Kason Meyer, the catcher now, leading off the 9-hole hitter, getting his first swings. He's behind 0-1 on JT Davis. That one bounces away 1-1. First couple frames for Davis have been pretty sharp. He's got 5 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. 4 of those are swinging.
Yeah, he's looked good. Fastball's got some jump on it, and he's throwing a really tight, sharp slider to mix that too.
1-1 pitch coming. That one misses down and in, 2-1. That one misses inside, 3-1. So, chance to maybe get a leadoff man on here. Hitters count for Kason Meyer. And there you go. So that pitch misses. It's a 5-pitch walk. And the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the third for the top of the order. That's how rallies start sometimes.
Yeah.
So leadoff man is on as we go back to the top with the shortstop Mason Thornton. He struck out looking his first time.
Now, Jared, do you think about manufacturing a run even though it's 3-0 because it's still early in the game?
No, you definitely consider it. We were mentioning it earlier. They're kind of looking for any type of momentum they can grab onto. So to get that monkey off your back of that 0 in the run column could be huge. I definitely think they consider it. But top of the lineup coming up, you never know.
1-1 misses outside, 1-0. Kind of unusual for Davis. I mean, he was so sharp the first 5 batters. Then he plunked Thomas, and then he walked Laura. He battled back on Gonzalez, but now he walks Meyer. It's like it just kind of all of a sudden he's had a hard time after being so sharp the first 5 batters. He'll check the runner. Meyer gets back in.
Davis did have to sit for a while that last inning.
Yeah, it's true.
It's kind of a longer inning, so he may be trying to get his rhythm back.
1-0. Showing bunt here, and he'll take it 2-0. How tough is that for a pitcher when you have in the middle of a game you have to go sit for a 20, 30-minute half inning?
It is. It's different because you kind of get a flow of throwing, going and sitting for 6 or 8 minutes or so, and then going back out and staying in your rhythm, staying in your flow. There's a point where you get over there and you sit and kind of get cold and maybe a little bit tight, but it's a tough situation because you want your hitters to score a bunch of runs and get a lot of action, but you also want to get back out there and get yourself back in your rhythm and try and get quick outs.
I can confirm the Elgin dugout's still very into this game.
Yeah, Jordan Wright over there behind them. There's still certainly a long way to go. 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike, 2-1. It certainly still feels like with, this Elgin team and what they're capable of and the crowd they have here that they can flip things to their side pretty quickly if they could just get some kind of big swing, some kind of big play. Awkward-looking swing there, and it's now 2-2. So Davis comes back with a couple nice pitches, and he's a strike away from getting past the leadoff man, Mason Thornton. 2-2 count. Thornton ready in the box, the lefty. And it'll take time. Right as Davis ripped it. We've seen that a lot these first 2 games. A lot of call time late, and then the pitcher still throws it.
Yeah.
I feel like
we're usually taught that if you're in a rhythm or you're about to deliver, you don't want to, stop your flow and potentially injure yourself.
So try again. 2-2 on Thornton. Swing and a miss. Davis falls behind 2-0 with a man on and just bounces back with 3 great pitches right in a row to strike out Mason Thornton. So that's 6 strikeouts now in the first 7 outs for JT Davis. And that'll bring up Brody Morrison, the right fielder. He's one of those strikeouts as he went down swinging in his first at-bat back in the opening inning. Man on first, 1 away. Nice pitch in there, makes it 0-1. So Davis, just like that, kind of seems to have settled back in a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like any time he's been in trouble, he's gone back to that slider.
Yeah. Elgin's still looking for their first hit in this game. Had base runners. This ball's fouled back. 0-2. Oh-2 pitch from Davis.
Another one.
What's going on here?
Might be some sort of strategy out of Elgin there, trying to get him out of his rhythm
Yeah.
a little bit. We saw that a couple times with some hitters in the first game.
So that pitch didn't count. Still 0-2 as Morrison took time right as he was prepared to deliver. We'll try it again. 0-2. That one misses high. 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him swinging. Meanwhile, the man going out of second, and he's in there. I think he would have had him if he held on to the ball. Oh, they're going to call batter's interference here, and the runner is out.
Wow, big call.
So Morrison goes down swinging for the strikeout. Meyer stole second. But they're going to say that Morrison got into the path of the catcher trying to throw down. And because he got in the way, they call the out. Coach Levi Garrett wanting an explanation. He got one, whether how satisfying it was, only he can tell you. But that ends the inning. So just like that, an inning that felt like it had some promise, a little bit of rally, it goes away quickly. So J.T. Davis is through 3 shutout. After 3, Collinsville leads it over Elgin 3-0. You're watching the 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back to Edmond Santa Fe. Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I don't say strange because you see it happen, but a less than ideal end to the third inning for Elgin is with a man on first and 1 out. Brody Morrison strikes out swinging. Casey Meyer stole second, but they call him out on batter's interference. As they say, Morrison got in the way of Colton Hollenbeck's throw down, and so the runner is ruled out. Obviously, hard to say for sure. We're going to talk about in the break.
Yeah.
It was all we can know is that it was a good throw. I mean, he probably has him if the fielder at the other side was able to hang on to it, but nevertheless, that's the call, and the inning ends.
Well, we've had both catcher's interference and batter's interference on Elgin, so it's just a lot of rough developments for them, but they're hanging in there.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an unusual game.
Yeah,
the first game we did today, that Carl Roberts Pulpa game, it had such a boom, 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 like we were kind of just rolling through it. This game, because of pitching change, injury, those weird calls, it's kind of had a bit of a truncated flow to it. So we go to the fourth, and the first pitch is popped up foul by the Elgin. Where are we at here? The Elgin 8-hole hitter Cal Schloman. I lost my spot. Cal Schloman is where we're at here, left fielder. And this one's popped up on the right side in foul ground, but should be playable and couldn't quite run it down was Sutherland. He was in a dead sprint, but couldn't quite pull it in. So it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's a tough play there.
On Cal Schloman. Still on the mound for Elgin is Ritson Myers, doing a very nice job settling this thing down after the way it started.
Yeah, weird start to the game. We're still looking at 3 runs for Collinsville
Yeah,
on
that's
1
been it.
hit,
Yeah, that's
and
been
no
it.
runs on no hits for Elgin.
Big swing and a miss off the breaking pitch by Meyer. That was a nice-looking pitch there. Take a look at that one on the instant replay. Well done.
Yeah, Meyer's done a really good job.
Yeah, he has. So 1 away after the strikeout of Schloman. Brings up Grady Smith. He struck out swinging his first time. Pops up the first pitch here into center. Gonzalez should have it. He does. 2 gone. So Meyer making quick work here in the 4th. And with 2 outs and nobody on base, here comes the top of the order once again for the Cardinals and Carson Duncan. Duncan was hit by pitch his first time, ground out to short in his second trip to the plate. Can't really say enough about what Ritson Meyer has done. I mean, he hasn't had a lot of hit. As this ball's hit pretty well, but well foul. 0-1.
Yeah, he has done good. Done a good job.
Yeah, you come in and as tough of a spot as possible on a state tournament game. Season on the line, bases loaded, already 2 runs on the board.
Yeah, and no outs.
Yeah, no outs, and he did a good job limiting the damage, and he's giving his team a chance.
Yeah, hadn't had any more trouble since.
Yeah. 0-1. Breaking pitch low and away, 1-1. On Duncan, the second baseman for Collinsville, who've had a fantastic season under Coach Tony Reeder, 30 wins. Certainly no stranger to this state tournament. Foul ball there makes it 1-2. Collinsville last year knocked out in the quarterfinals by Carl Albert. They could have a chance for some revenge if they can get through Elgin, and they'll see the Titans it would be tomorrow in the semifinals. 1-2, misses high, 2-2. Collinsville last year had the unfortunate fate that Sapulpa had today of getting the state tournament and having to deal with that Cash Ferris guy.
For sure.
2-2 pitch. Bender just missed. Not that it gets much easier after Cash Ferris, but I'm sure they'd be glad to see somebody else
Just
if they get there
different,
tomorrow.
Yeah. He went on a pretty big tear to finish off the season in his career.
3-2 pitches popped up. Will get out of play. Foul again. We've had a lot of foul. Oh, boy, that came really close. Got to look alive back there.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of foul balls right here in front of us,
yeah.
which you wouldn't think there'd be a lot, but look alive out there.
Comes close. One of us may have to reach out and try and catch one so it doesn't break our camera.
I know. I'm getting nervous. 3-2 is fought off again. So good at bat here by Duncan, hanging in there against Ritson Meyer. Coming up in the bottom half will be 3-4-5 for Elgin. So a chance to maybe get some offense going. Ground ball to short, fielded by Thornton on the backhand. Fire across, got him.
Wow, great play.
Nice play in the field by the shortstop Mason Thornton to retire Duncan. And that will end the top of the 4th. After 3.5, it's Collinsville 3, Elgin 0. 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Let's go. What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
We head to the bottom of the fourth here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 5A state quarterfinal. Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray. Our second game of 3 on the network today. Newcastle Blanchard, the nightcap coming up in Noble. That's a 6:30 p.m. first pitch later. State tournament week in high school baseball. We're obviously here at Edmond Santa Fe, the 6A tournament in Norman North these next couple days, and then the 4A tournament is down in Noble, which where we'll be later. But the championship games are all going to be at the Bricktown Ballpark on Saturday, which will be a really cool, fun day of baseball. 4A, 5A, 6A title games on Saturday there in OKC. As the count goes 1-1 here on the 3-hole hitter for the Elgin Owls, Ritson Meyer, who's done a great job on the mound. Now trying to get it going with the bat. And he hits this one pretty well out to center, but should be playable. Right fielder also crashing in, but it's going to be pulled in by Onko in center. One gone. Still trying to get used to with the Bricktown Ballpark. And obviously they've changed names a couple times, but they're not the Dodgers anymore.
No, yeah.
Trying to get used to that.
Yeah, it's technically Oklahoma City Baseball Club.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like the temporary name.
Yeah, there was a recent collective bargaining agreement that severed ties with the minor leagues and major leagues, which is a strange situation. But no, they're no longer the Dodgers, at least for right now.
Yeah, and so they'll have a new name. I think they said by next year or something. I can't remember exactly when, but I kind of don't hate the baseball club though. The logo's kind of cool.
It is cool.
too.
Yeah, maybe they'll have to keep it.
It's a little different. It's a little soccery, but overall, it's kind of neat. I kind of like the logo of it. But I've been trying to. I've referred to the Dodgers a couple times.
Yeah.
The last few weeks, and they don't exist anymore. They're not the Dodgers anymore.
If you want to go full soccer, you can call them OKC United.
Yeah. OKC BC. You get a lot of FC and soccer. 1-1 the count here on James Vanderpool. First baseman struck out the first time. Hits this one to the right side. Should be playable at first base, and it is. Caught on the fly by Talon Rush at first base. 2 gone. Couldn't tell if he was in fair ground or not. It was close.
It's like right on the line. Maybe good
I
play,
think
though.
It might have landed foul if it had let it go, but.
Stepping to the plate for the Owls, number 19, Lucas Young.
So brings up Lucas Young, the DH. He struck out swinging his first time. He'll take up high 1-0 as JT Davis continuing to just cruise along for the Cardinals. 1-0 misses, 2-0. The Owls still do not have a hit in this game, believe it or not. And as you pointed out, Collinsville only has 1.
Yeah.
But all those walks and hit by pitch early in the game, they kind of just pushed a few of those guys around, and that's all they've needed so far with the way that this guy is throwing. But he's behind 3-0 now on Lucas Young, trying to get a guy on and go from there.
I'll tell you what, he hasn't looked just perfect the last few batters, but he's just, he's found a way to get outs and keep him out of scoring position.
By the way, Grady Thomas's spot is on deck. Obviously, he got hurt early in the game. It's going to be Cade Hillary, the left fielder, is going to hit in his spot. So it's a 4-pitch walk. So a man on base for Hillary getting his first swings. Hillary just a sophomore, which is the case of a lot of these Elgin guys. Very young team.
To the plate for Elgin, number 9, Cade Hillary.
So Hillary comes up with a man on first base and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, trying to get the offense going for Elgin. Misses high, 1-0. This is kind of what Davis has done. He's been so good in this game. No hits allowed, and we've talked about it a couple times. The arm is electric.
Yeah, it is.
But every once in a while, it seems like he goes on like a 5, 6, 7 pitch stretch where he just kind of loses the plate a little.
Yeah.
1-0. Misses also. So that's 6 straight balls after the pop out by Vanderpool. And I have a conference at the mound here with the catcher Hollenbeck coming out there, as well as Bentley Brown, the shortstop, going to talk to their pitcher, try to settle him down a little bit.
Yeah, every time they've had a conference or meeting, he comes out looking sharper.
Yeah. Looks like he's just moving a little quick. Looks like he's a little out of sync with his mechanics.
Jordan, sound like you got a horn like directly into your mic just now.
I have a demonstration ready if you want one.
Jordan is down there amongst the Elgin fans on the left side, right by the Elgin dugout. There's a lot of Owl fans here. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. A lot of Owl fans here, and they all, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of them are sporting some sort of horn or
it seems like
rattler or something. Right on cue. 2-1 with 2 outs here and step off. In there for a strike, 2-2. I thought that might have missed.
Maybe a little low, but
yeah.
It's like caught the bottom side of the strike zone.
So 2-2. Davis is a strike away from navigating. Like Jordan said, 6 straight balls that have the mound visit. A couple nice pitches in a row. And now 1 away from getting out of it. Got him looking on the outside edge. JT Davis rings up Hillary. And he's through 4 scoreless. After 4, Collinsville 3, Elgin 0, 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back at Edmond Santa Fe, Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Wren, the Oklahoma Sports Network, as we get back to it in the top of the 5th. Collinsville leading Elgin 3-0 in this 5A state quarterfinal. Ritz and Meyer back to the hill for Elgin at 62 pitches. Came on with the bases loaded and nobody out, already down 2-0 in the first inning. Made Coach Levi Garrett making the quick pitching change, but you got to be aggressive with the pitching changes in a one-and-done situation. And Meyer has been tremendous. He has kept his team in it, but unfortunately for Elgin on the other side, JT Davis has been just as good as Meyer. Hasn't allowed a hit. and is through 4. Neither Meyer or Davis has given up a hit. The only hit of this game came off Sutherland.
Yeah.
Before he was replaced in the top of the first.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good pitching.
Yeah.
The first about game and a half.
Which is what you expect for these state tournament openers.
Absolutely.
First pitch from Meyer, that was pretty.
Right on cue.
Bent it right in there. And it's 0-1 to Bentley Brown. Excuse me, this is Maddox and Onko at the plate. He's down behind 0-2. Onko was hit by a pitch his first time, then popped out to first in his second at bat. Collinsville trying to set up a rematch with Carl Albert from last year's quarterfinals tomorrow in the semifinals. One misses high, 1-2.
It wouldn't just be a rematch of that. They play a lot in basketball, as you know, Jared, but definitely in football in the postseason. These teams see each other a lot in state tournaments across the board.
Certainly seems that way.
And in baseball, I believe they've played at least 4 or 5 times in the state tournament in recent years.
So Onko gets hit on the elbow. Ritzenmeyer was pushing that he leaned into it. He went and talked to the home plate umpire about it, saying he stuck his arm out. He may have a little, I don't know. It was pretty close to him.
Yeah, it was.
So it's a hit by pitch that puts Onko on. This is the second time Onko's been hit. And we have a man off for Bentley Brown, as Coach Levi Garrett's going to now have a conversation with the home plate umpire. You can feel probably some frustration with Levi Garrett because it feels like Elgin's been on the wrong end of a couple of tricky.
Yeah,
not necessarily. I'm not saying wrong necessarily, but just you know, you had the batter's interference on the steal, and now you got that one.
Yeah, certainly seems that way.
Yeah, there's been a couple of tough calls have gone against him.
He's came out a few times just to probably get a little bit of clarification per se.
So, man on for Bentley Brown. Brown has been on both times. The second time unconventionally. He walked his first at bat. The second time was that catcher's interference that hurt Grady Thomas as his swing clipped his glove. First pitch misses outside 1-0.
Showed bunt there, so we may see a little bit of small ball here.
Well, you can't blame certainly Collinsville with the way Davis is throwing. You got to feel like you feel good already at 3-0, but if you can get another 1 or 2, this ground ball is going to get under the glove at second. That'll be a base knock for Brown up the middle. So it took us a long while to get our next hit. I think that'll be a hit there.
That way.
We'll wait for the official ruling, but either way, it's first and second with nobody out as Collinsville's got something cooking here in the 5th. Actually, they're going to go error on that.
Okay.
As it gets under the glove of Sutherland there at second, so it's an E4, and it has 2 men on base for Colton Hollenbeck, who's got the lone hit of this game. That RBI single in the first, and right now, if you're Collinsville, you're smelling blood in the water, right?
Yeah,
you're up 3-0 in the 5th. Your pitcher's throwing well. You got a couple guys on.
Yeah,
you're feeling like there's no way we're not finishing this thing if we can get another couple of runs on the board.
Seems like no outs, first and second. Seems like a good chance to add a little bit of insurance for JT Davis to work with.
And so another big spot for Ritzenmeyer, who has been good with guys on base. See if he can do it again. Meyer fires inside. Almost hit Hollenbeck. 1-0. Meyer checking the runner. Now he'll fire. Fouled straight back. 1-1. As a pitcher, when you see a guy foul one straight back, does that kind of tell you, like, okay, he was kind of on that?
Yeah, it seems like that's usually the rule of thumb. If you foul it straight back, it seems like you were on it. So he may try and go to something else here.
Runner dancing off second, Onko, and Meyer seeing that. He'll check him. misses outside, 2-1. Big opportunity certainly for Collinsville here with 2 men on in the top of the 5th, nobody out, and a good count to work with for Owen Hollenbeck, their cleanup hitter, to try and pad this lead. As home plate umpire having a conversation with Hollenbeck now. I'm not sure what that was about. Fire down to second. Diving back in is Onko. And another conversation at the mound again here as the two brothers will converse. Kaysen-Meyer, the catcher. Ritzenmeyer on the mound.
Maybe talking through a couple of different scenarios here. Maybe a potential bunt, maybe a pitch he's specifically wanting to throw, or maybe a pickoff attempt to the shortstop. Maybe kind of just covering any and all options they may have here.
Winner here to see the Carl Albert Titans tomorrow morning in the semifinals. 2-1 is fouled off the right side. 2-2. We'll have that game tomorrow at 11 a.m. regardless of the result here, as the Titans await the winner of this game. Look for us on the air about 10:50 or so. Two-two pitch, low and away, and the count runs full. And now a very big pitch coming up.
Yeah, it is.
As the margin for error very low right now for Meyer and Elgin, already down 3-0. Three-two. And calls time. Three-two, bounced it in. So Hollenbeck draws the walk, and now you're in some trouble.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, nobody out for Badgewell. Hollenbeck's been on base all 3 times. Single, walk. Putting together a very nice game.
Yeah, he is.
They'll have a courtesy runner again with Rivera coming in for him. And now you're going to take, it's going to take, a bit of a Houdini act to not give up anything further.
Seems like it. Yeah, it's a chance for Collinsville to somewhat put it out of reach here, especially with how Davis is throwing.
Yeah, that's the key. The way that Davis is throwing. I mean, 3 runs feels tough as it is. So we'll see what they can do. Meyer's first pitch misses high. You wonder if maybe Meyer's tiring it all. The pitch count's not extremely high, but.
Yeah, starting the game in the field, then coming into pitch, and he's a big-time spot in their hitting lineup. You got to think he might be wearing down a little bit.
1-0 pitch is ripped into left field. That's going to score at least 1. They're going to round the man at third. It's going to score 2. It's a 2-run knock to left field for Jonathan Badgewell. Just the second hit of the day for the Cardinals, and it's a biggie.
Yeah, that's one of the harder hit balls we've had. Not only in this game, but potentially all day. He was right on that. Smoked it down the line.
He turned on that. So Badgewell scored 2. The Cardinals right now have got 5 runs on 2 hits, which is just one of those lines you don't see.
Very strange.
And it's 5-0 Cardinals here in the 5th. Dropping the bunt here is Rush. They'll throw to third. It's wide of the mark. And the run's going to come in to score. That's Rivera. And it's 6-0 on an error by Meyer trying to cut down the runner at third.
It looked like he may have had him.
I think he probably did.
He may have got a touch anxious and just overthrew him.
Well, obviously, different situation than the first game that we did, obviously. When that's a 0-0 game. But we talk about it, just making the plays. Those can be the difference sometimes. Again, it was already 5-0. Different situation. But
for sure.
A tough fielding mistake there. Second error of the day for Elgin defensively. So the E1 gets Rush on base. The other runner moved to third on that. Badgewell.
Looks like we're going to make a change.
And that's going to do it for Ritzenmeyer. So he'll come out. The new pitcher into the game. Looks like it's going to be Thornton, I believe. The shortstop's going to slide in and pitch. And so we'll step aside while he gets loose as the Cardinals in command. 6-0 here in the top of the fifth on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back at Edmond Santa Fe. So the new pitcher, Mason Thornton, the shortstop, with Collinsville right now in the driver's seat, leading Elgin 6-0 here in the top of the fifth. Runners on the corners, nobody out for the DH, Preston Willis for the Cardinals.
So Ritzenmeyer will stay in at shortstop now.
Yeah, Sutherland stays at second.
Just a little there.
And 1-0 on Willis. Preston Willis today will reach on a fielder's choice and then ground it out to second. He's hit the ball hard twice, though. He's had kind of an unlucky day. Some good defense on both of his pretty hard-hit balls that just couldn't quite find gaps. So 1-1 now to him as Collinsville looks to pad this out further, already leading at 6-0 here in the fifth. Pitch from Thornton. Bounces away, and coming in to score from third easily is Badgewell, and the Cardinals have put a touchdown on the board, 7-0. This is one of the most peculiar lines you'll ever see, 7 runs on 2 hits.
Yeah, it's two errors, 2 hits, and I think we mentioned upwards of 5 or 6 free bases, which is that's hard to defend.
Ground ball up the middle, another diving play here, fire to first. He got him! What a play at short by Meyer.
Wow, heck of a play.
Got to see that one again on the instant replay if we can. We'll see if we
catch it.
Did he
throw that from his back?
He was sitting down, I think. Yeah, great look at it here on the instant replay.
You think his arm would be tired?
Wow, I mean, literally sitting on the dirt. And what a horribly bad luck day for Preston Willis. He's had 3 basically hits.
Yeah.
All be outs.
That have been taken away.
Unreal.
That was a heck of a play.
That was unbelievable. So 7-0. The runner moves to third. They'll bring the infield in. As strike 1 is in there on Schloman. That was unbelievable by Meyer. Bunt here to squeeze the runner home. No choice. Thornton has to throw to first. So it's an RBI bunt for Schloman. And the Cardinals now lead it by 8.
Perfect execution on a squeeze bunt there.
Yeah, that was well done.
Now batting for Collinsville, number 13, Grady Smith.
So it's 8-0 Cardinals on top of Elgin on just the 2 hits. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but it's just unbelievable.
It is very strange. There's another weird way to score a run, but we've had a pass ball, squeeze bunt.
Yeah.
They walked in a run, I believe. Just
a
couple of weird ways to score runs.
That'll be the part that's probably tough for Elgin's stomach. And this is a really young team. A lot of these guys will be back But as that ball's fouled off himself here, Grady Smith.
It's good to get these guys in these atmospheres, and it helps having a young team. But that's the risk you take is, Collinsville and their coaching staff and these guys have been around for a while, and they're used to the state tournament, and it seems like it's showing a little bit. A couple of these young guys maybe a touch nervous, which is okay. They want to play well. They're playing around some of their friends, and they got family and friends in the stands, and it's understandable to be a little bit nervous, but it'll be certainly for the better here in the coming years.
I gotta say, Grady Smith, he let out a big grunt when he fouled that ball off his legs.
He kind of walked around a little bit to shake it off.
See how he handles himself after this.
Those certainly do not feel good.
You couldn't really tell where it got him. Somewhere in the leg, I think. 2-1. Misses down and in. 3-1. On the 9-0 hitter, Grady Smith. Smith 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging and flew out to center. It'll take time. And the 2 hits, that'll be the part. I mean, obviously, on the other side, J.T. Davis is pitching really well.
Yeah.
And so, as you get a walk here to put Smith on, that part of it for Elgin, you'll feel like we just, and there's still 3 innings to work with here, so I'm not saying this game's over by any means, but if it continues to go this way, that, offensively, you'll say we just couldn't get it going against Davis or couldn't capitalize, but defensively, whether it's right or not, you have 2 errors, you only gave up 2 hits, and you gave up 8 runs, you're going to feel like you beat yourselves more than the other. That's how it's going to feel, at least. And there's still a few innings to work with here. Things can get crazy. Innings can snowball fast. That pitch is in there for a strike 0-1. Just last week in that regional, one of the games, we didn't broadcast it, but Altus and Shawnee was like a tie game in the 3rd or 4th, and then I think Altus scored 8 in the 4th. Like it can happen quick in high school baseball. So
anything can happen in these games. We've seen plenty of weird plays, but you certainly, if you want to get beat, you want to at least know that they earned it.
Yeah.
And they certainly have. It's no discredit.
But just putting yourself into the mind of the Elgin players, that's how it
for sure.
The drive home, you'll feel that a little bit.
For sure.
2-1. After that pitch misses down to Carson Duncan, back at the top of the order. Duncan is 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch and 2 ground outs to shortstop. Misses 3-1. Check the runner. That ball's hit pretty well into left field. Should be playable, though, for Hillary, and he makes the catch. And that'll end the inning, but not before the Cardinals plate 5 runs and take an 8-0 lead with them into the 5th inning stretch. We'll step aside, bottom of the 5th on the way after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Welcome back in on the Oklahoma Sports Network 5A state quarterfinals. on OSN. Beautiful day for baseball. Collinsville leading Elgin 8-0. So go to the bottom of the fifth. Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray on OSN. A 5-run top of the fifth for Collinsville has broken this thing open a little bit. It was 3-0, but that inning snowballed a little bit. The big swing, a 2-run single by Jonathan Badgewell. And the Cardinals take a 8-0 lead with them to the bottom of the fifth. Tress Laura will lead off this bottom half for the Owls. As he chops the first pitch foul. Laura walked his first time. So we'll see if Elgin can't try to get some hits together here and work their way back into it. Like we said, it can happen quick in high school baseball. You can put a 4 or 5 spot up there real fast, but you got to find a way, obviously, to string some hits together. As Laura takes low 1-1. Appreciate everyone tuned in on a Thursday afternoon. We'll have one more game today down in Noble. Jordan Ray and I will bustle down there for Newcastle and Blanchard. Tom Carpenter will join us for that broadcast as Laura chops it to third, fielded cleanly, and firing across for the out is Badgewell. One gone. And then tomorrow, we'll have at least one game on the network as the Carl Albert Titans will face the winner here at 11 a.m. back on this field. And then we'll see on State Championship Saturday what we're working with from there. But we will be back here in Edmond, Santa Fe at least one more time tomorrow. This ball is chopped foul on the right side by Nate Gonzalez. Gonzalez struck out swinging his first time.
Yeah, I bet the message in between innings for Elgin was, just to simply see if we can get a few guys on, maybe get, a couple of chances at some runs and see if we can, maybe steal a little bit of momentum back.
Gonzalez, I think, caught a piece of that 0-2 now.
It's not an easy task at times. He's been maybe a little erratic at times, but man, when Davis has been, locked in throwing strikes, he's certainly one of the best that we've seen.
Yeah, and Elgin still no hits in this game. JT Davis has been really, really good on the bump for the Cardinals. This ball's popped up in foul ground. Will get out of play. Another one landing right over here by us. We've just been in harm's way.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's crazy. So Gonzalez will head back to the box. 0-2, one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Davis, by the way, starting this inning at 64 pitches, so in good shape probably to go the distance depending on kind of how things go, unless one really got away from him. Blew that one by him on the inside edge. Gonzalez might have caught a piece of it, but Hollenbeck held on, and there's 2 away.
Now batting for Elgin, number 16, Kason Meyer.
I believe that's 9 strikeouts now for Davis. Wow. Here comes Kason Meyer. Left fielder turned catcher. Walked his first time. Fouls this one off. As the Cardinals leading the Owls 8-0 here in this 5A quarterfinal matchup. Tahlequah Noble will be quarterfinal 3 here at Edmond Santa Fe. Then the nightcap, Coweta and Duncan. And this is low and away 1-1. A 2-1. Fouled off the right side, and Davis is a strike away from working 5 shutout. 2-2. On the black on the outside corner. Got him looking. Strikeout number 10 as it freezes Meyer and ends the fifth. 5 shutout for Davis. After 5, Collinsville in command. They lead Elgin 8-0. 6th inning on the way after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back at Edmond Santa Fe here, the 5A state tournament. Josh Calloway, Jared Price, Jordan Ray. As we move to the 6th inning, new pitcher for Elgin is Tres Laura. He'll be the 4th pitcher of the day for the Owls. So they'll work the junior Laura in here to start the 6th inning, as it looks like Meyer goes to third base. Thornton goes back to short. And Sutherland still at second base, which is where he's been since he exited the game on the mound. As Collinsville takes an 8-0 lead with them into the 6th inning. Coming up for the Cardinals will be 2-3-4, Onko, Brown, Hollenbeck, as they try to add on here. Worth noting, we're not there right now, but the run roll is 10 after 5. So if Collinsville got 2 more on the board, they could end the game early, theoretically. Something to keep in mind as we go to the 6th inning here. As Laura gets his final warm-up tosses. And we'll see if Collinsville can add on to the lead. We hope you will join us for our game later today, Newcastle and Blanchard. That's going to be a 6:30 approximately first pitch down there in Noble. If the Racers can win that game, we will have their game tomorrow as well in the semifinals. So it'll be a little doubleheader tomorrow. If not, then it will be a full boat here for Carl Albert versus the winner here at 11. So stepping into the box is Onko. He is 0 for 1 today with 2 hit by pitches and a pop out. And he got hit again. How do you like that? 3 times getting hit in one game by Onko. He kind of had a look on his face of like, come on.
Again?
I'm ready to swing the bat.
He'll certainly take being on base, though.
Yeah. So Onko is on for the 3rd time, all by getting hit by pitches. And we have a runner on for Bentley Brown, who's had a weird day because he's been on base 3 times, but he doesn't have a hit, and they're all 3 different ways that he reached. He walked, reached on a catcher's interference, and then on an E4. So he's kind of just been living right today.
Yeah.
So man on first for Brown. As Laura bounces it in there, runner will take off trying to get to second. Onko's throw down. Safe. Took a minute to decide the throw or the call, but they're going to say Onko made it in there. By the way, did you notice how close that throw was to Laura?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't bend over. That was a little I don't know if he even realizes how close that throw was. That was a little worrisome. So So Onko aggressive on the bases, took off and gets it into second. It was a close play there at second. Umpire took a moment to kind of size it up, but he said that he got in there. So man in scoring position now for Bentley Brown. In there for a strike, 1-1. Make it 1-2. Nice pitch on the inner half there by Laura. I'll deliver another one. Bounces. 2-2. That one in the dirt as well, so the count runs full now on Brown. As the Cardinals look to add on to their lead. Like we said, 10 after 5 is the run rule here, so Cardinals maybe have that in mind. Maybe we can put this to bed an inning early. Laura has other ideas. Nice pitch on the inner half. Gets Brown looking for the strikeout. One gone.
Yeah, good pitch.
Stepping to the plate for Collinsville, number 14, Colton Hollenbeck.
So that'll bring up Hollenbeck, who's been on base all 3 times today. He's singled, and then he's walked twice. Been a good day for Hollenbeck at the plate, and the toughest out to get in this Cardinals lineup today. Big swing and a miss there, 0-1. And the runner took off for third. I was looking down. What happened there? I'll take a look at the instant replay.
It looked like he may have been baiting him to throw it to second. As soon as he throws it to second, he takes off for third.
Had it back on the instant replay there, and he led off second. As soon as the throw down came, he took off and got to third. Savvy play there by Onko.
Yeah, that's a risky play, but certainly paid off.
So man now at third with one out as that pitch catches the outside edge. 0-2 now on Hollenbeck. And Laura will step off. A deliver again. Fouled off. So Hollenbeck staying alive, trying to add to this Cardinal lead. And they're in position on a fly ball to get another run without a hit.
Yeah.
Which is just been the name of the game today for Collinsville. Living on productive outs and getting on base with walks, hit by pitch, and there you have it. Ball gets away, deep backstop here at Edmond Santa Fe. Onko scores easily. That was a one-man generated run by Maddox and Onko. And it's 9-0 Cardinals.
Another unearned run there.
Yep. Onko got hit by the pitch, stole second, like you kind of pointed out, deked his way over to third.
Scores on a pass ball.
And then scores on a pass ball. So it's 9-0 Cardinals for Hollenbeck with one out and nobody on now after Onko scores. 1-2 the count. Hard hit up the middle and a base hit. Just the third hit of the day for the Cardinals, and he's got 2 of them.
Yeah, his at-bats have looked really
he's
good.
looked really good. A name to keep in mind going into that game tomorrow, if this holds up.
For sure.
So with one out and a man on first base, here comes Jonathan Badgewell. With the Cardinals certainly in control, leading at 9-0. Looking to set up a date with the Carl Albert Titans tomorrow. The other 2 quarterfinals still to come on this field. Tahlequah Noble And then tonight, Kawita and Duncan. This ball's going to get away again. Runner will move up. That's Rivera running for Hollenbeck again. So he's up into second. That's a big run again because they get to that 10 mark. They could try to close it out in the bottom half.
Yeah, we mentioned a lot of the small ball and free bases and, scoring without hits. That's just as much on Elgin as it is credit to Collinsville, though, because you got to advance on, pass balls. You got to, not chase outside the zone. And so, certainly credit to them for taking advantage of it.
And that's another hit by pitch. So Badgewell gets plunked. He's had a good day as well. Walk, sacrifice bunt, single, hit by pitch. And so there's 2 men on now with still just 1 out for Talon Rush. Rush is 0 for 3 today. He struck out twice and reached on an error.
Collinsville, number 2, Talon Rush.
See a lot of Tahlequah folks, Noble folks, kind of milling around, waiting for next ball game on this field. Looks like that game won't quite start on time. It's supposed to be at 4 p.m. first pitch. Don't think we're going to quite make that.
No.
We were way ahead of schedule after our first game.
Yeah, we were. That was a quick one.
Yeah, it was about an hour 20, hour and a half most. 0-1. This is outside 1-1. To Rush. Trying to add on to this already hearty Collinsville lead.
Yeah.
It's actually 0-2. The board had 1-1, now has 0-2. And that's another hit by pitch. Breaking ball came in and got him on the elbow.
Wow.
By my count, I think that's the 6th hit by pitch today.
Wow.
So the bases are loaded for Preston Willis. Now, Preston Willis has had about the worst luck day. His first at bat, he hit a laser beam right to shortstop. Mason Thornton made a great backhand pick. And then went the short way to second for the fielder's choice. Second time he hit a laser to second. That was snagged on a short hop by Sutherland at second. And then his third at bat, he hit a ground ball right up the middle. And Ritzenmeyer at short dove and threw him out from the seat of his pants. So he's hit the ball really well.
Yeah.
Certainly a hit most of the time, 3 times. And he's 0 for 3. But he's got a chance to got to make it all worthwhile if he could get a big swing here with bases loaded, 1 out. Big swing there, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch coming. Got him swinging right underneath it. Nice pitch there by Laura, so there's now 2 gone. The bases will stay loaded for Schloman. Schloman today struck out twice and had a bunt, sacrifice bunt.
At the plate for Collinsville, number 12, Cal Schloman.
First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Awkward looking swing there, 0-2. So Laura kind of buckling down here, trying to get out of this jam. With the Owls down 9. Oh, 2 on the way. Got him swinging. So back-to-back strikeouts when the chips were down there with the base loaded 1 out to limit the damage to a single run in the 6th. at the end of 5.5. Collinsville leading Elgin 9-0 in the 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go. Travis! What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State College graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
We move to the bottom of the 6th there at Edmond Santa Fe. Collinsville leading Elgin 9-0. Certainly well on their way, it would appear, to moving on to the state semifinals tomorrow and facing off the Carl Albert Titans. But Elgin still has a couple more trips at bat. There's no clock in this game.
Yep.
So see what can happen, string some hits together, and try to work their way back into it. I think the goal right now, if you're Elgin, has got to just be at least trying to make Collinsville sweat it. Like,
Absolutely.
Can we just make them at least a little nervous, and then you go from there?
Yeah.
You kind of just see what happens.
You get a couple guys on, you get one big swing, and then you're a small rally away from making some noise here. But it's certainly a bit of a daunting task.
So we're back to the top of the order for the Owls with Mason Thornton, the shortstop. Thornton is 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts, as J.T. Davis has just cruised along for the Cardinals. That one misses outside 1-0. One, two, three for Elgin. Thornton, Morrison, Meyer due up here in the 6th as Elgin tries to get back into it. Obviously, they don't have any hits in this game, so probably objective one is that. Let's get off that goose egg in the hit column. 1-0, spun in there for a strike, 1-1. J.T. Davis has looked sharp today for the Cardinals and seems to be lifting his team right on to a berth in the semifinals, as he's now ahead 1-2 on Thornton. Just off the corner there, 2-2. Thought he might have got him looking. Davis with 10 strikeouts already coming into this inning. Has been piling them up today. 2-2. That ball's hit hard and a base hit for Thornton. There you go. Into the hit column. That's going to get into the gap. And Thornton's going to get a double out of this. So it's a leadoff double for Mason Thornton here in the 6th. Elgin monkey off their back a little bit in the hit column as they get their first knock. It was a good swing.
It was a good swing. He was right on time for the fastball there and put a very good swing on it. You mentioned it. They're trying to just get any sort of life and hope they can hang on to.
Just make them sweat it a little. So the base hit there for Elgin, their first hit of the day, and brings up Brody Morse with a man in scoring position and nobody out. As the Owls try to battle their way back into this thing. This one misses up and in, 1-0. That ball, check swing, pop up. Looks like Badgewell has a look at it at third, and he makes the play in foul ground. So that'll be one gone. It's a weird-looking play. You don't see a lot of – I mean, you see check swing contact, but usually they're not pop-ups like that.
Yeah, that was weird.
So one gone after Morrison pops out in foul ground, brings up Ritson Meyer. Meyer today 0 for 2 with a ground out to first and a fly out to center. Try to get a base hit here. Would put Elgin on the board, more than likely, with Thornton's speed. Davis drops that one in there. Nice pitch. 0-1. Collinsville 5 outs away from getting to the semifinals. After last year's quarterfinal defeat at the hands of Carl Albert, they'd have a chance to collide with them in the semis tomorrow back here at Edmond Santa Fe. That's popped foul, 0-2. After Meyer, James Vanderpool waiting for an opportunity. And he'll check the runner getting back. Oh, 2 again here from Davis. Hit hard into left field. Might be playable, though. It looks like it is, and it's caught. Schloman camped underneath it. Didn't have to move a whole lot. That ball was hit pretty well.
Yeah, he did hit that well.
But, like I said, Schloman didn't have to move a whole heck of a lot, as he's able to just move a little bit to his right and pull that in. So the line out for Meyer. And there's now 2 outs. That man still at second base for James Vanderpool. And Vanderpool, one of just the 2 seniors, so very well could be his final trip to the plate here in an Elgin uniform. You know, he wants to go out on a high note here if he can.
Absolutely.
He's ahead 1-0. Cut and a miss. Thank again our title sponsor, Vincent Saylor, helping us bring you these state tournament games. We got one more on the docket later tonight. Newcastle and Blanchard, the nightcap. Should be a great crowd down there in Noble. 1-1. Misses in 2-1. Jordan and I will be making our way down there for that one. Tom Carpenter will join us. Be back here tomorrow. Jared and I for the Carl Albert versus whoever comes out of this one, looking like Collinsville right now, certainly, in the 5A semi-small at 11. That one's bounced in. It's now 3-1. Should Newcastle win, I believe the plan is Jordan will do that game with Tom Carpenter tomorrow at 1:30. They'll be back in Noble as well. If Newcastle doesn't win, Jordan will just join Jared and I here. (3-1) misses. So Vanderpool works a walk. Couple men on now with 2 outs for Lucas Young. Young today, a strikeout and a walk. So he hasn't put one in play. Trying to change that here with a couple men on.
At the plate for Elgin, number 19, Lucas Young.
Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
This would be nice. Base hit here, you would certainly think they'd score. It'd be nice to get that 0 off the board.
Yeah, for sure. 0-1 pitch coming to Young. Cutting a miss, and he's behind 0-2. Davis a strike away from navigating another scoreless frame. You know he wants to get through this thing with that shutout still intact. I'll say comfortably in front, but I'm sure in his shoes, I want that 0.
Absolutely. Kind of a game within the game.
0-2 coming. Check swing. Did he hold up? He did not. They ring him up down at first. They get him swinging. Another strikeout for Davis, and he's through 6. Shutout. After 6, Collinsville 9, Elgin 0, 5A state quarterfinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Miranda.
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tip.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
All right, back in Edmond, the 5A state tournament on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway, Jared Price. Collinsville well on their way, it would appear, to a spot in the semifinals tomorrow. They lead the Elgin Owls 9-0 here on OSN. Appreciate you being with us on a great weather day on a Thursday. State tournament opener, obviously, for 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. Games going on all day long. Awesome week for high school baseball. And we've had a great one this morning with Carl Albert beating Sapulpa 1-0 in a pitcher's duel. This one, not as much. Collinsville has just controlled this one from the start, and they have a 9-0 lead as we move to the 7th. Tress Laura, that landed right on top of the press box. Foul ball back. Tress Laura, like I said, back on the mound for the Owls. Hitting here for Collinsville, looks like is Grady Smith, the 9-hole hitter. He is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout, a flat, and a walk. 9-1-2 due up for Collinsville. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th for the Owls, will be 6, 7, 8 due up. This ball's lofted into right, coming in and making the play on it is Morrison, and there's one gone. Again, one more ball game to come tonight. Blanchard and Newcastle down there in Noble. Jordan has already packed up and hit the road. He's headed down there as we speak to make sure we get set up and be ready to go for that first pitch coming up in about 2.5 hours or so from now. As this bunt here down the left side, fielded cleanly. Throw to first by Meyer. And he's going to beat it out. That's a bunt single for Carson Duncan.
That was about as close to the line without going foul that I've seen. That was a heck of a bunt.
That was a tough one because I think it might have gone foul if Meyer had left it, but he went ahead and scooped it and threw across.
Yeah.
Got to make a quick decision, obviously.
Yeah.
And he went with it, but Duncan used his speed to get down there, and he gets a bunt single. So a man on for Madison on call. Let's just see if he can avoid getting hit. He's been hit 3 times today. 0 for 1 with a pop out to first and 3 hit by pitches. He's going to have some bruises. He's going to be a little sore.
No kidding.
This evening, but won't hurt that bad if the Cardinals can hang on and win this. As pitch misses high, 1-0. Laura delivers. Cut and a miss by Onko, 1-1. Laura set to deliver, and he does. That almost hit him.
Almost did.
Missed inside 2-1. I thought I was going to get him.
With this lead and what has happened so far, he might do anything he can to get out of the way.
I mean, I got to think that getting hit by 4-pitch in one game's got to be, if it's not close to a state tournament record,
maybe up there.
I mean, it's got to be in the conversation.
Yeah, no kidding.
2-1. And this is outside, 3-1. 3-1 pitch coming from Laura to Madison Onko. The ball skied into up the middle. Looks like as we play ball short for Thornton. He's got it. So Onko pops out to short, and there's 2 away now for the shortstop, Bentley Brown. Brown today has had a weird day. Hasn't, I should say, has put a ball in play. He has. He's walked, reached on catch interference, reached on an error, and then struck out looking.
Kind of a little bit of everything.
Yeah. He could really bring it full circle probably with a hit. It's like a base hit, and then you've really kind of done almost everything you can in the bat. Reach on an error, hit, walk, catch interference. Behind 0-1 after the swing and a miss. Got to imagine JT Davis will get the opportunity to try and finish this thing off in the bottom half for the Cardinals.
Yeah, you would think so.
Ball's fouled off the right side. 0-2.
Which, credit to him, we were saying that he went through a little maybe inning or 2 spell of being maybe slightly erratic, maybe kind of all around the strike zone, but he's settled back in and hadn't surrendered anything.
Yeah, he wasn't giving up hits, obviously. His first hit was last inning, but he was kind of losing the zone a little bit, walking some guys, and it kind of gave Elgin. This game was only 3-0 until the 5th. I mean, it was still certainly a competitive game. And it felt like Elgin was still right there if they could just string together some hits, or you just even get one big hit after getting some walks. But Davis never let it happen. First hit didn't come until the last inning when Mason Thornton doubled. But then he strung him out. He stranded him out there. Just been a really good day for JT Davis.
Yeah, we saw 2 really good pitching performances in the first game, and this one's certainly up there on the list.
0-2 pitch on the way from Tress Laura. Runner takes off and won't have a play there because he swung through it and struck him out. So Bentley Brown goes down swinging. That will end the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom half. Elgin down by 9. Final hacks after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Go, Miranda.
Travis! What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tip.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
All right, we move to the bottom of the 7th. Last trip to the plate here for Elgin, down by 9. They will send 6, 7, 8 to the plate here in their final swings. Cade Hillary will lead off, followed by Tress Laura. Nate Gonzalez, then the senior, will get one last look at it. And they're going to go against JT Davis, who's back out for the Cardinals, trying to complete the shutout. Only one hit allowed. That came last inning on a double by Mason Thornton. He's been really good today. Obviously, the story of the game has been Collinsville's ability to put a 9 spot on the board without really hitting the ball. It's not like they hit the ball over the yard, only by any means. Only 4 hits today, but lots of walks, lots of productive outs.
True.
Moving guys over, bunting. Good baseball from the Cardinals today.
Yeah, it has been.
That's why they hold a 9-0 lead and are 3 outs away from setting up a date with a heavyweight fight tomorrow with the Collinsville Titans. You expect nothing less than a state semifinal situation, but that's a big-time baseball game tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be.
We look forward to having it on OSN. So here comes Elgin in the bottom of the 7th. Cade Hillary up. He struck out looking his first time. He entered the game after an injury to Grady Thomas. We hope the best for him. Unfortunate situation. Got hit on a catcher's interference. Got a glove hand hit. And then Case Meyer, the left fielder, came in and caught, and Hillary came in to go to left field. 0-2 on him from Davis. Cut and a miss. Just blew it by him. 3-pitch strikeout. That was dominant.
Yeah, looks like that kind of sets the tone for this last inning.
11 strikeouts now for Davis. And it brings up Tress Laura. He is somebody who has not struck out in this game. Walked his first time, ground out to third in his next at-bat. He's got a strike in there, 0-1. That one misses outside 1-1. The Tahlequah and Noble faithful continuing to pile into the ballpark as they get ready to take over this place in the next game. The third game of the day here at Edmond Santa Fe. This one's chopped to the right side and foul. 1-2. We'll have the first game tomorrow at 11 a.m. Carl Albert taking on presumably Collinsville, barring something crazy here.
Yep.
A rematch of a quarterfinal game last year. Should be a fun one tomorrow. Looking forward to it. 1-2. Chopper will be fielded by Hollenbeck. The catcher fired at first. Got him. Been a great game for Hollenbeck today.
Yeah.
Been good all around. And there's now 2 gone with nobody on for Nate Gonzalez. So the senior for the Owls, one of just 2 seniors on this team. And he's getting one final at bat here. First pitch from Davis is spun inside for a ball, 1-0. After the game, Jared and I will wrap it up here from Edmond. Look ahead to tomorrow just a little bit and send you on your way. We'll have one more game on OSN to come with Newcastle and Blanchard coming up in just a little bit, a couple hours from now. Two 0 pitches in there for a strike, 2-1. That one misses up and in, 3-1. Vanderpool, the other senior for Elgin, drew a walk in what you assume will probably be his final at bat, barring a big rally here.
Yeah.
Gonzalez may be in position to do the same or get on base. 3-1 count. Cut and a miss, and it's 3-2, and the Cardinals are a strike away. Cardinal faithful on their feet. They want to see JT Davis finish this thing off. 3-2 pitch from Davis. Missed outside, so Gonzalez draws the walk. So shout out the senior. Going to keep battling to the end. And he gets on base. And it'll bring up Kason Meyer. Meyer, just a freshman.
Now batting for Elgin, number 16, Kason Meyer.
And he'll probably have a very good chance to be back at this stage at some point. But he'll come up now here in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out, or 2 outs, excuse me, and a man on first. And he takes strike 1.
Yeah,
Meyer today walked his first time and struck out looking his next time.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him today. He came in somewhat of a tough spot, and a couple of cool moments. Got to catch his brother in the state tournament, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. One misses high. Shortstop Bentley Brown comes to give a quick, short little pep talk to JT Davis, saying, hey, we're up 9-0. Maybe attack the zone, probably, I'm guessing. We got you.
He may be running on E, so to speak, and
I'm
just
sure.
trying to empty the tank and finish the game up.
1-1 is in there for a strike, 1-2, and the Cardinals, once again, are a strike away from slamming the door on this 5A quarterfinal and moving on to a date with the Titans tomorrow. Collinsville faithful on their feet, making noise. 1-2 pitch coming. Check swing, got him. He rings him up. That's 12 strikeouts for JT Davis, and that's your ball game. He twirls a gem, a complete game shutout for Davis. And the Cardinals win it by a final mark of 9-0. And they move on to the semifinals tomorrow to face Carl Albert at 11 a.m. back here at Edmond Santa Fe. That game will be live right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jared, final thoughts for you from this one. Obviously, we talked about it throughout the broadcast, but 9 runs on just 4 hits.
Yeah.
It's really just a credit to Collinsville. Again, the productive outs, drawing walks, even though they weren't barreling up balls all over the place, they found a way to get 9 runs on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought they took advantage of a couple of free bases and a few errors here and there on defense, but man, excellent job to them, and really, really good performance from JT Davis there. I was really, really impressed. I'm looking forward to a really, really good game tomorrow.
That's where I was going to take you next. Just early, and we have time to preview it tomorrow, obviously in the pregame and things, but just some early thought, I guess, on that Carl Albert Collinsville game tomorrow. That's a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, Jordan mentioned that you see Carl Albert and Collinsville in a lot of playoff games. It's two kind of storied athletic programs, certainly in baseball, and it's state semifinals. So you would imagine it's going to be a pretty electric atmosphere, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be a really good one.
Absolutely. So Collinsville beats Elgin 9-0. We'll be back here in Edmond tomorrow at 11 a.m. for Carl Albert and Collinsville. That should be a great game on the air. About 10:50 or so, Jared and I will set the scene for what should be a great game tomorrow morning. We do have one more game on OSN coming up later. Newcastle and Blanchard down in Noble. Hopefully you tune in for that. But for now, from Edmond, that's it. For Jordan Ray earlier, Jared Price, I'm Josh Calloway. We'll see you guys tonight for Newcastle and Blanchard. And if not, back here tomorrow for Carl Albert taking on these Collinsville Cardinals at 11 a.m. tomorrow right back here in Edmond. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Hopefully you tune in for the nightcap. We'll see you then. State tournament baseball coverage on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.